Welcome to Let's Talk. On today's episode, we're going to be talking to a recent engineering graduate. Please sit tight as we talk to Lepreece Thomas. On today's episode, I have with me Lepreece Thomas. How you doing?
Real good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
So, if you are from the city of Lorraine, Leary, you've seen her on the billboard all over the city. You are a recent engineering graduate. How does it feel?
It feels great. It's really good. It feels good.
How does it feel to have your face like all over? I mean, you're LCC, mascot like.
Well, I'm not that kind of a person that would enjoy something like that. With my face plastered all over the place, but it's a blessing. I'm trying to take it in stride. At first, it was just the website, and then it turned into the postcard.
Okay.
Then the billboard.
Oh, okay.
So, it's all good. I take it as a blessing. Out of 2018 graduates in this class this year, it was 2018 graduates in the class of 2018.
Wow.
Believe that. But I was one of the ones that got chosen. So it was a part of a Great Grads thing that they did this year for 10 great grads that they're calling us. So
did they call you like, hey, we're gonna have you on these billboards?
it wasn't that initially. No, it was hey, we're gonna put you on the website. You have a story, we want to share it, your grade point average. It was so many things that kind of brought us down to these 10 people that they picked, and then they picked 5 out of the 10 to be on the billboards and postcards and things like that. But at first, no, it wasn't that. I didn't think it would be. But like I said, to God be the glory. I'm taking it all in stride.
Okay.
Because hey, why not?
What made you want to go into the engineering field?
Wow, this goes all the way back to when Alana and Avery, years ago, Alana was probably still in maybe 5th or 6th grade. They were in the NASA pipeline, kind of. It was a summer program for kids in this area, as far as I know.
And Alana and Avery are your children?
Yes, Alana and Avery are my kids. They are my little babies that aren't so babies anymore. Yeah, but back then, we were taking them every summer. Of course, I was. I'm it, because, of course, their father worked every day. So I had to take them to these summer camps, is pretty much what it was, at the NASA Glenn Research Center in Cleveland. And it was, very interesting. They went through a lot of different things. And I mean, it was camp. So it was in the morning. They get there like 9 o'clock. And we're there all day for a week. And of course, you're sitting there and enjoying and helping, and your interest peaks. And then, okay, year 2, they went back, and Avery's, our youngest son Avery, his interest kind of died out, and we kept going with her. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, Alana, now, like I said, she was 5th or 6th grade at this time, but by the time she hit her senior year in high school, she became the president of that class, which the summer program turned into more of it was like from November to April, something long, and their dad was kind of helping me take them back and forth. But anyway, my interest peaked during that time. So, just kind of going back and forth and in my mind, and what do you really want to do? You kind of get to that crossroad in your mind, and, you think, hey, I'm not so dumb. Why not? Why not go back and really try to see what you can do, in that area and in that field. And I was in the corporate world for 25 years. I had got really tired of it. It had gotten to a point where, you can't advance. And I'm all about advancing, especially, when you see people that do half your job making twice as much as you make. You know, you just got to that point, and you know you can't really advance unless you have that education. So, you know, kind of all went that way.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with Lepreece Thomas. All right, we are back with Lepreece Thomas. So tell me a little bit about the process of just saying, you know, I'm going back to school, and then in between, like, you're saying, hey, I'm going back to school, being in school, and then leading up to graduation.
Well, in January of 2015, actually the fall semester, I kind of signed on and decided that I was gonna, you know, do this. You know, it's action time. It's not just saying you're going to school, but actually going to sign up and, you know, selecting your classes and that. And I started January of 2015, like I said, and went through that whole year. And went through another whole year through 16. And really started kind of, you know, focusing in, you know, at that time on what I wanted to do. I wasn't particularly dead set on mechanical engineering, but I liked it better than the others. I kind of had, you know, a little bit of an interest in biomedical and a little bit of an interest in aerospace, but I like mechanical because it's hands-on. So, you know, once I decided that, you know, we signed me up for more classes. And at the end of my second year, going into the third year, beginning of 2017, I had an opportunity to not only complete my engineering degree, but also the arts also, which would have taken a few more classes. So I endeavored to do that, which was stressful. And then with the, you know, the decent grade point average I had, I was able to lock into a couple of certificates that they had offered. So leading up to all of that, you know, of course you have to take on the extra classes and you take on the extra labs and the extra, you know, and I had to have an internship, which I was blessed to be able to internship at NASA this past winter. But just, you know, to make a long story short, I mean, everything kind of fell into place, and you kind of know who's in charge and who's kind of leading and guiding, and you know, I give God all the glory and all the honor because it's all Him. So at the end of 2017, leading into 18, my last semester, which was spring, which started in January, I had 19 credit hours. I worked my full job. I did the internship. And I thought I was going to lose my mind.
Wow.
Thought I was going to lose my mind. But
Full-time job, right?
Oh, I've always worked full-time. Well, for the last 12 years I have. But yeah, my full-time job, like I said, an internship, which was 20 hours a week. And those 19 credit hours, you know, it was stressful. But when you have a goal in your mind and you really, you know, push yourself, you know, you cry every day. I did, you know, but you say to yourself, you don't get this far and quit. I mean, like, who does that?
That was literally my next question. Like, what kept you going? Like, with all of that.
You know what? You think about all of the stress and strain and how close you are to your goal. I mean, I think, you know, that was the thing. You know, you're so close. You can't quit. And guess what? You're almost done. And yeah, you can split this up if you want to. Sure, you could graduate in the spring or the summer. You could graduate in the summer. But I didn't think I could pull my car one more semester in that school. So what I said was, you know what, you're gonna bite the bullet. And it's gonna be stressful and hard. You know, I talked to my husband about it. He was fine. My husband is awesome because he's so supportive. I remember some nights, even in the winter, he would come and sit with me. I would stay at the school and study every night, at least till 10 o'clock. But it was many nights that I was there till 11, 12. Built up a, decent little relationship with the security guy, and he knew, what I was there for. I'm on camera, you can see me. I just need quiet because my house is not a quiet house, as you know. But, you get to a point in your mind and you just say, let's come on, let's do it. God's giving you the strength, the ability, just get it done. And, now, whatever month we're in, you think about, all those months, 4 months ago, I've graduated, and since then, started my new career. So
what are you currently working in your field?
I am currently working in my field. Okay. I am a project coordinator for the crime division at Maythia Technologies, and we are located at NASA Glenn Research Center, and I coordinate projects. I can't really go into detail about them, but that's what I do there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is it what you expected when you decided to go into the engineering field? You know what?
It's no. Oh, I say no only because this is another blessing. Like, I could have been stuck doing one job and working in that engineering, but I not only do I get to do that, and I say get to because I feel like I'm blessed enough to be able, I get to do it. It's not like I have to do it, I get to do it. But it's I can do the mechanical side if I want to jump in there, and then even still, like I said, I can coordinate projects, which I love that because at my previous job, I did a lot of that, kind of just all over the place. But I love it because I get the opportunity to still kind of do a little bit of office and do a little bit of the mechanical side also. So it's an absolute blessing. It's tailor made for me, and when God is in control.
So what's next? Do you plan on going back to school, or are you like, I'm done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
I've recently been accepted to Ohio University.
Okay.
Through the partnerships at Lorain County Community College, and I'll be going back in January.
Okay.
So I'm trying to enjoy my few months I have off.
Okay.
But just trying to, now that I have the time and opportunity, I just want to just continue, even, you kind of just want to see kind of where you are, kind of see what you can do, when you focus, put your mind on, hey, God has given you all these opportunities, why not take advantage? The sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So the last thing I'm gonna ask is you just open. I'm gonna open the floor to you, and just have you just speak to the audience, just telling them, encouraging them if someone's going to school, going back to school, in school, want to complete school, just give them some encouraging words. Basically, talk to this camera here.
Hello. If you've decided to go back to school or have it in your mind that you want to, my absolute first thing to do would be to pray about it and ask for leading and guiding, and then when you receive that leading and guiding, act upon it. You gotta act. God wants to see you moving. He wants to see you doing, and once he sees you doing, he's able to put his stamp of approval on it. But without faith, it's impossible to please, and you can't do it. You can't just say, I'm gonna do something.
Right.
You have to act upon it. So once you act upon it and allow him to really take control of it and lead you and steer you, because that's a lot of it too. You have to be steered. And if I could just go back just real quick to even when I started school, it was a different program that I wanted to even get involved in. And I did not even interview. I didn't even see the place that offered the first opportunity. Nothing about that first opportunity came to my doorstep. that I saw and that I thought that I wanted. But when I say you have to allow God to steer, I mean, he steered me. If I could say all the way around, you know, this thing was over here, but all the way around to come to this very point. And even when I had even met initially, because I found out about this job that I'm at now through a job fair at the school. And, you know, even when I was in that job fair and I was late because I had got off my other job to make it, and they were the last booth all the way around at the back. It was two guys just standing there kind of waiting their time. And I wasn't going to walk all the way back there because nobody else was back there set up, just them. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. They see me looking. I'm going to go and walk, get the information. And, you know, the rest is history. But when I say you have to allow God to steer, you have to allow him to lead and guide you. And not only that, you have to listen. You have to listen to the voice of God. And also, you know, just kind of keep yourself out there. I mean, apply. Keep your face out there. You have to be diligent about what it is you want to do. And not only that, you know, when you sweep around your own front door and stay out of other folks' business, you know, you can allow God. He can do whatever he wants, but it's up to you. It's up to you. God will take you as far as you want to go. He'll take you as far as you want to go. But I mean, if I can encourage anybody, just do it. Do it. I mean, it's 3 years later. I have 2 degrees and 2 certifications.
Okay, wow.
And you know, it's to God be the glory. It's nothing. I'm nobody special. You know, just somebody that said I'm going to trust and believe God. And if this thing is for me, which I could kind of see how the steps of God was kind of leading me that way, it was. It was. So, you know, it's all about bettering yourself. You want to be better. You know, we don't do nothing but get older. So why not get better as we get older?
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. No problem.
Thank you for watching this episode of Let's Talk. Please like, share, and subscribe to my page so that you can tune into another episode of Let's Talk.